Hello and happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. It's Friday the 13th, so be careful. Welcome to the Midnight Express. Midnight Express is going to be a really quick chat between you and I. It's an open mic, so there's no topic. I hope you guys have enjoyed the last couple of nights where we've done a semi-overnighter and added a few topics and then brought Bradley along with us. Usually I have him on Saturday nights, but we've had a lot of stuff to talk about and he's a little bit more versed in some of the stuff than I am. So having him along for the ride. Also, we are on back on the Point Extra Lounge for tonight. Enoch fixed the thing so I could get in. I was my original intention for my weekly shows or nightly shows is to every other one to be on Point Extra Lounge, but he had to fix something with StreamYards. So now I'm on there. So I'm simulcasting. So if you're here via the Sci-Fi Center's YouTube page, which you can see right there, youtube.com/at Sci-Fi Center. Go ahead and head over to Point Extra Lounge as well and then like and subscribe there. And if you're watching me from the Point Extra Lounge, go ahead and like and subscribe my channel as well. You can go ahead and there are links to all the other social medias. If you're watching from the Sci-Fi Center's page, all the social media links are there. You can join the Patreon stream. We are going to be doing a Patreon a movie club Patreon watch along for Blue Beetle this Sunday at noon. Sunday at noon is what I got it planned on. And then before that on Saturday, October 14th, we are going to be doing our Patreon stream where I'm going to invite. I'll send links to all the Patreons and we're going to have an open discussion. We may have some topics, but mostly it'll be open discussion and letting the Patreons drive the conversation. You guys can be in on that. Last time, I thought it was going to be about a half hour, 45 minutes, but people bought good stuff to talk about, so we kept it going for nearly 2 hours, and it was very enjoyable. So I want to do more of those. So if you want to join the Patreon, like I said, tip link is pinned to the top of our page, our chat right now. But if you want to, like I said, in the description, all of our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, the whole thing is there. So welcome everybody. For the first time in a long time, I have not used the AC or the swamp cooler today at all. We are now in our highs of 70s. I think we got a couple of mid 80s throughout the day, so I might have to flip it on in the morning. Other than that, we're in that part of the year where it's just nice and cool. We can do all kinds of stuff without burning up or freezing to death. We're right in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and say hi to you guys and get this going. Anthony Manzano, I'm not sure if you can't get copyright claim volume, but it's is there a way you can do a live reaction to the Iron Claw trailer? Only if they have released the copyright on it to where they use it as where they've designated it as or where you have the copyright does not have a claim on it, or they've released their claim. Otherwise, it doesn't matter whether I have the sound up or not. I've muted myself and muted things and shown them, and somehow got not strikes but claims on them. So, but we if I can find out whether we're going to be promoting that movie, then I can get special permission to show it as well. But I don't think there'll be an issue. But I might if there's no issue, we'll show it on Saturday's show. How you doing, Vince? What's going on? There's the Streamlabs. Like I said, anything like it can go to things like like I was telling you guys before. It can go to things like brand new microphone, coffee, or kick-ass lights, things like this. Cool little toys. I picked up a Stream Deck. This is a while back, but I have some mounting things I got to do because I want to be able to use my cat ears because the cat ears has a better microphone, and there's a way you can hook all this up to the Streamlabs so the cat ears go with it and everything, and then I can bring up video and everything else with just a punch of a button. You can do it with hotkeys right now, but I'm too stupid and clumsy, and I want to make it easier. So, hey, make sure to subscribe. Yep, there you go. YouTube.com/Sci-Fi Center. For those of you who haven't already subscribed yet, or for those of you who are hearing or seeing me for the first time on Point Extra Lounge, there's my YouTube page. How you doing there? My favorite. I sent Brad a link, but this might be a little bit too late for him. Like I said, I've kind of run the poor little guy into the ground, so he may or may not be here. Yes, hit the like and subscribe button. We've been averaging about 20 which is good because that's what we've been averaging for our viewership. So it means almost everybody who comes in is hitting the like button, and the subscriber numbers are going up where they're at. How are you doing? What's going on? Yeah, and I repositioned it again. I had it over here, and I moved it up so that it reflects off of the white wall and comes down. And I'm still debating on whether what I decided I might do is, you see how these two blank spots here, right here where my hands are, I may either put the belts on either side of there or keep the belts where they're at and put Funkos on either side of me and then come all the way back so you guys get a wider view. Got to figure out how I want to do it. Yep, open mic. Like I said, we've been doing some structured shows the last couple of days, and obviously we have our Saturday show that is very structured and topical. So I figured I'd give one day right as we head into the weekend, and we're pretty much just talk about what's going on. I've been busy today, so you guys are probably more in tune with the news of the day than I am. Yeah, I did a dual stream. I was gonna do it a couple of days ago, but there was something going on with EDOS's StreamYard. It was not allowing me in, and he fixed it so I could get back in. So here we go. All right, let's see. Is that pink? Is this pink or is this red? What is this? What is this? Thought it was red, but I don't know. What is the playing around flags? Oh, that's red. So there you go. That's just regular. That's the green. That's green regular. That's purple. I like the pink. There you go. All right, let's see. Hold on, make sure I get it back on that because that red is dark. There you go. All right, let's see. RJ, today has been severely unlucky. Friday the 13th already for me. AT&T decided to charge me a bunch because of a failure in their system. Had to cover over $700. Also, a lot of say, yeah. If you follow any of my Twitters or my social media, I hate AT&T. I have gone to war with AT&T. They do that shit with me. Like, I had set up a whole bunch of stuff because I had a whole bunch of stuff going on and I wanted to budget myself. So I set up arrangements so that it would come out of my account. They screwed up and then double charged me on one time and didn't want to give it back. Clint, who's in the chat, has been in the office when I've cussed out AT&T or Cox. They're those are the two people that just driven up the blood pressure. Because they just, like I said, they screw up, and then when you call them, they want to read you the company line after they've taken your money, and they want to drag their feet on getting it back to you. You know, it's like, yeah, trust me, I AT&T, those three letters, oh. And that happens to be, how you doing, Kinky Speaker? That happens to be my carrier too. I've been with them since 2010. I don't know why, for the life of me. I think because I don't like a lot of change and I don't want to, I got 4 lines. It's just a pain right now, but eventually one of these days they're gonna screw me the wrong way, and I'm just gonna say, you know what, I'll go to Mint Mobile or something or whatever. They're a pain. Uncle William in the club, yeah, yeah. I know it was strobe light. I was planning on using some of that money to go to the movies with my mom, but AT&T said nope. Aren't these? You know what? I've only been dealing with AT&T for quite a while, and like I said, I've been dealing with them so long because when I had DirecTV, they owned DirecTV. It was all a bundle. You can get it was cheaper when they owned, and that's how I got my HBO Max subscription eventually. I'd rather pay for it now, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, it at one point in time it was so convenient to stay with AT&T, but their customer service sucks. And especially when things like this happen, there's no empathy when you're talking to these people. You can tell they're reading they may as well have that robot voice. We understand how you feel, Mr. So-and-so. We want to help you, but but unfortunately, whenever AT&T says unfortunately, they're basically telling you to go fuck yourself in the softest way that they can without you losing your mind. But unfortunately, by the time we got to that point, I'm already losing my mind with AT&T. I can feel my eyes popping out of my head with AT&T. And it's usually over a lot of money that they've either screwed up or just caused chaos with. I had an insurance issue with AT&T that took me 9 months to get rectified. So yeah, in fact, you know what? Let's ban AT&T from chat because those motherfuckers, boy. Yeah, I'm so sorry, RJ. I hope they were funny. Listen, dude, I wish you the best. I hope you get your shit back. I hope you, whatever they get, you pull up your sleeves and ball your fist mentally because that's what it's going to take. And hey, and it's going to take several levels of people. The lackey is not going to want to do it, and don't fall for this shit either. When you want to speak to a manager, he's just going to tell you the same thing. You cut that guy off and you tell him this. You quote me, RJ. Quote me. If you could tell me what your boss was going to say, you would be him instead of his lackey. So let me speak to him. I'm telling you, man. I will be like the Rocky's trainer, Burgess Meredith, the guy in the ring training Rocky. I'll train you for this fight with AT&T because those, oh boy. I'm probably not going to get a refund. Yeah, I hate to tell you that. Yeah, they basically charged me a fee because of a mispayment, even though the payment was already scheduled. It didn't pop up on their system. Yeah, yep. That boy. Yep. And if the payment doesn't go on in their system, or the scheduling is not right, or whatever clown didn't put the payment, into the system manually, they'll turn your shit off. Even if you paid the bill, they'll try to turn your shit off over the fees that they added to you. You could be current on your bill, and they'll that's what they'll do. And when you call them up, you gotta call. Like I said, we gotta stop talking to AT&T. AT&T is the worst. Yep. Yep. Listen, not just the refunds, getting good service is impossible from AT&T. They have the worst customer service. They have Walmart. I get better customer service at Walmart than I do from AT&T. And AT&T gets a lot more of my money than Walmart does. Mind if I join? This is going to be a quickie. I'm only going to be on for another 20 or 30 minutes. I made it an open mic just to make it quick because I'm kind of tired. But I'll ask her this Friday night. I meant to do it last week, but the show started a little bit later. I still have not. I'm debating on whether I want to start it that late this week or just do our regular 9 o'clock. I am going to have open mic. Actually, open. When I say open mic, when we do open mic like this, it's open mic. Like, what do you guys want to ask me? But when open mic participation, that'll be on Saturday's show. Open mic means there's no topic. Yeah. Call in. There you go. Call in answer. But remind me, Alastair, if you want to keep an eye out for the notification. I will be bringing people in. This Saturday. So I am going to structure the show so we have space. Last week I said we were going to do it, but the topics I needed to eliminate a topic in order to have enough time to do it justice. So I'll get with you. I don't think William is ready for open panels yet. Nah, not tonight. We've done a couple open panels. We've done a couple weeks ago. We had people on. We've had people on the Patreon stream. They're not my favorite. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're not my favorite because it's really hard to pace the conversation the way I want it to go when you have to give enough people that kind of time, and you don't want to step on them. You don't want to interrupt them. You don't want to cut them off. But if you have multiple people on there, in order for them to express their true opinion, then you got to give them some time. And then, it's hard to balance. There's a lot of people that are good at open panels. I'm not one of them. Well, it's awful. That's a huge fan. Yeah, dude. And they'll get you. They ambush you. You think your day's going okay, and you pick up your phone and you try to dial somebody, and we're sorry, your phone's been temporarily collected, and you look at your thing and you got a zero balance, but they got you because of some fee that they should have never. Boy, how you doing, Azteca? What's going on? RJ, you got to join the panel this Saturday if you're available. Yeah, join the panel Saturday instead of typing books, typing these long ass paragraphs. Yeah, the only bright side was at least I had money saved up to cover that, but that rainy day money I wanted to use. Yeah, they'll that sucks because you try to budget yourself and then shit like that happens, and it's like, man, and you get the feeling that even though you're just ready to go completely off on these people, and they're like, oh, we understand your frustration. No, we're not. No, frustration is not the word. Rage, rage. By the time I got to you, sir or ma'am, rage is the word. Upset, frustrated, that went out the door when I dialed 0. Let's see. Yeah, and make sure, RJ, yeah, she said, Ray is hoping that the situation doesn't happen again. Make sure that you get money back, too. If they're not going to refund you, make sure they credit the hell out of your bill. That's not the best thing. It's not the same as getting your money back, but it at least softens the blow of your next bill. That's what I made him do. All right. Finally watched The Creator Thursday in IMAX. Wow, my favorite film of 20. You know what? I really enjoyed The Creator. I really enjoyed The Creator. Was it the best sci-fi movie of all time? No, but look at what I consider to be the best. That nobody's cracking that top 10 this year. Nobody. I don't care how good your movie is. Dune may have had a chance, but even Dune may not have cracked it. And that doesn't mean the movie wasn't really good. I really enjoyed Creator. The only problem, like I said, I had Creator. It opened up so many doors of so many things that I want to explore it, and it just didn't have the kind of time. That's the kind of movie, and I know people are going to be like, well, we need standalone movies. We don't need everything to be a franchise. Yeah, when you open that many doors and so many stories that can be told, I want to see where a lot of that stuff followed through. Be honest with you, I enjoyed it. I wanted to see the next step because they touched on things, and I don't like things being left ambiguous when the story is being told well. Yeah, so but I said I enjoyed The Creator. It was a lower budget movie. Where's The Creator at money wise? Not that it matters as far as quality. I'm just curious because unfortunately the box office does matter because you may not get other movies. The big wigs. Sometimes you'll get an artistic executive that'll be like, you know what? I know this movie bombed, but I know we had a great movie. The same thing with Blade Runner. Blade Runner, they continue with the Blade Runner franchises because it's movies that some movies just need to be made. Some movies just need to be made, regardless of how much money they're gonna make. You know what? It's at 64.4 million, but for what they put into it, as far as letting people know that there was even a Creator movie, I found out on my damn show that this movie was happening. And it was a movie that we were promoting, and I didn't find out from the promoters till the last minute. So 64 million. This is the movie I think is going to do well on streaming, to be honest with you, PVOD. It has all the hallmarks that I think will do well. But like I said, not being able to have Jim and Chan and everybody and all those people that were in there, not being able to have them promoted, I think kind of hurt it a little bit too. So Kiki Speaker, hey William, how wasn't I subscribed to your channel already? It was on Enosh's channel. Well, that's why. That's one of the reasons why I'm here tonight, so to let you guys know that think I have been kidnapped or disappeared or gone into the witness protection program. No, I'm still here. I was, like I said, I've been going back and forth. For those of you who don't know, Enosh is taking a leave of absence. He's doing well. He's doing well, and he's making an imminent return. You guys probably saw him at Walmart the other day. But before that happened, I was branching off to do this show and develop the show and develop my anchor show and do all this kind of stuff. And then I was going to come back, be on his panel and maybe do a couple of shows that we had planned. It ended up being he went on leave of absence, and I have been substituting for the most part with him. But at the same time, I had been kind of like migrating a lot some of my content into our channel to see where our analytics and everything else were. So yeah, I've had my own channel for about a year now. I for those reasons I just stated, I hadn't been focusing on it as much as I am now. But like I said, I've started to not only invest the time into it, but I've invested a little bit of money into it and programming and skill, getting a little bit better. Like I said, I was watching some of my shows from last year. Holy shit, I may delete those. Whoa, those are some rough looking shows, man. Those are some rough. Those some of those shows look like I'm in I dug a hole in the ground and I decided to climb in it and stream. Some of those shows and the sound I didn't have a mic. I was on Enosh's panels. I was using the computer mic, and it was wow. My voice already sounds like the Cookie Monster. It really sounded Muppetized without the mic and without the filters and without a lot of the stuff that I've learned since then. So yeah. So yeah, good. That's a good way to find me is on Enosh's channel. But now, I have my own. I go back and forth. Like I said, when he comes back and we work out a schedule, what he's going to be, I will fit in, around the edges and amidst the stuff to him. But I'm glad you found me. Please like and subscribe my channel, Kiki. Was hoping for another sci-fi epic to end the year and doing. Yeah, man, it's just, and you know what? I thought it was once the writers were done that's what was going to happen, but there's no way in hell that they were going to put this movie out without the actors. You got everybody in that movie. You got Dave Bautista in that movie. You got Timothy Chalamet in that movie. Zendaya's in that movie. You got everybody's in that movie. I mean, that's an all-star cast, and it's this big movie. I could see where they would have, like they did for Avengers, where they have like the whole cast on there at once, and then you have people doing separate shows, and you have people, doing YouTube shows, and in entertainment, all this stuff. I mean, for a movie, that's a big movie. And even though I am just heartbroken at the fact that I don't get to see that next month, because we would have been inside of a month, I understand. Business me understands why Geek Me can't have Dune. And you know what? Releasing in March, I don't think that's I don't think that's going to be the deal. I think that this strike could last until January. And I think that even still, I think that I don't see any advantage of putting Dune out in March. Not business wise and not Academy Award winning wise, because this is Academy Award contender. So yeah, man, I wish Dune was there too. Geez, look at this, look at the clown. Yeah, it's fun to watch William go full Karen on AT&T and yeah, because listen, I don't have a lot, shit, and when you take what little I have, I have now half of a little. I had little to start with, and you cut that in half for some unplanned bullshit that. Dude, my phone bill's high enough. I can barely keep it on. And you're going to take my money? You're going to take the bill money and you're going to take your tip for yourself? Fuck that. And don't be condescending when I call. You don't have to get me so loud, Mr. Powell. Fuck you. I got shit bouncing all over the world now because you decided you needed a little bit of extra cash. Your multi-billion-dollar company decided they needed just a little bit more from me. No. Oh, your payment didn't hit our system, so it counts as a non-payment. I'm like, what? It's gone from my account. And then okay, well, we'll restore your services. And no, you're gonna restore my services. You're gonna give me some credit and whatever sneaky ass fee that you charge to turn it back on. So you're going to charge me another $49 to turn some shit on that you never should have turned off in the first place. It's a racket. It's a racket. It's literally, I think when the mob receded from Vegas, they went into AT&T because this is a scam, man. And I hear it from everybody. Everybody, whenever who's your provider? And we say AT&T. We look at each other. We lock eyes, and we know the pain. We don't even have to say anything. We know the pain. It's like a like abusive relationship or something, man. But yeah, listen. This is my relaxing time. I can't do AT&T and relaxation. I can't do it. Since it's October, it won't be long until the Five Nights at Freddy. Yep, we are promoting Five Nights at Freddy. Yes, we will be. I don't know. I know we are doing a screening here on the 25th, which is not next week, but the week afterwards. We're going to be doing a screening. I think it's at Red Rock. So for those of you local Vegas people who want to go, I will stay tuned and I will give you details. I don't know if we're going to be doing Atom tickets or Fandango tickets. We may be doing some, but we may not have to because it's a day-and-day release. It's actually going to be on Peacock the same day. But for those of you who want to see it on the big screen and get that big screen experience, if you're local, keep an eye out on our social media, and I will be doing the trailer for that. I think whatever trailer they send me for that. I think it's in my email. I'll be playing that on Saturday as well. When he was yelling at them, I had to duck. Very funny. Yeah, it's I have to step out the store, and then I said people are around. You can hear me throughout our plaza. when that happened. William, are you interested in seeing the Napoleon movie on Christmas? Oh, absolutely. It's a Ridley Scott movie. I'm there. Ridley Scott, Joaquin Phoenix, I'm there. That's another movie. That and Killers of the Flower Moon that just might sneak in there under the radar and take some awards from Barbie and Oppenheimer. But Napoleon, I doubt it, but this could be Ridley Scott's Academy Award year, depending on how good Napoleon is. I still think Christopher Nolan is a favorite for it. I don't think Greta Gerwig is going to win. But you got Martin. Dude, this is going to be a stacked Academy Awards year. And it would have been even more stacked if Denis Villeneuve would have got in there with Dune. So any one of those guys could win it. And like I said, it's a Ridley Scott movie. It's an epic movie. It's about a topic that I studied. And it features one of my favorite actors. I mean, if you want to see an all-time great performance from Joaquin Phoenix, Gladiator. How he didn't win for Gladiator will always bother me. How Ridley Scott didn't win for Gladiator will always. It won for best movie, best actor with Russell Crowe, but the two things that made that movie what it was, which was Ridley Scott's direction and Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus, didn't win shit, which I thought was some straight up bullshit. I'll ask her also my Halloween. What is your Halloween costume? Yeah, oh my God, this is horrible. I have a family plan, so I see the brunt of a lot of these issues. I have a corporate plan. I have a business plan because I have people, on my line. And so when one line goes down, they all go down. And by the way, so say you're AT&T, you fuck up. It happens. It happens, right? Fuck ups happen. Everybody fucks up. It just happens. You missed a payment, took it out of the bank, and you didn't apply it for whatever your system didn't apply it. Fine. I should be able to pick up this phone and be like, 611, hey, got a problem here. Can we fix this? Once these assholes screw up, you can't even call them through their little inner line. You got to go find somewhere to dial these assholes. So if they mess up and screw up your line for any reason or any way, you can't even call them. You got to go find someone else's phone. You got to go use your tablet or something with Wi-Fi or whatever because you can't even call them. So by the time I actually get on somewhere where I can get to them, we're not even in the introduction stage. We're not at the who do I have the pleasure of talking to you today? No, we're at fuck you stage. We're at handshaking. I'm so happy that we are not together in person stage. Fuck AT&T, man. And they're my current carrier. Yeah, horrible. Yeah. Ugh. William has to get a but unfortunately. Yeah. That's telling me, and I want the translation under, we're about to screw you. I realize you're so-and-so, Mr. Powell, but unfortunately means just tell me. You know what? Skip the translations. Unfortunately, we're gonna fuck you right now. And it's that's it. That's basically one way to do it. And I actually said that one of these days. You know what? But unfortunately, I cut her off. You're gonna screw me, aren't you? Well, then they start that heartbeat and shit. And I'm like, you just transfer me to your manager. Are they gonna do anything? I don't listen. Like I said, you wouldn't be the brick at the bottom of the wall if you knew what the people at the top of the wall were gonna say. So why don't you just push that little button? Oh yeah, man. AT&T. Cox, it just has shitty quality where I'm at the store. That's, and they do these service outages and stuff like that, but I'm a night owl, so it affects me more. Cox's quality of service. The problem I have with Cox is that I'm in an older part of town, and then when they don't upkeep everything. So and they don't want to provide new infrastructure because the building I'm in has been around since the early 60s and it has a lot of old wiring and everything else, and it would cost them money to do it. So we got bad internet at the store. I use my phone's hotspot to do our show there. That's one of the bonuses of being at home on Saturdays when I do it is I don't have to do that. Cox, but for the most part, Cox has a better product with AT&T, and they have better customer service. AT&T's product is okay, but their customer service Wow. It's like they are literally trying to make you angry, you know. AT&T internet was horrible when I had it back in early 2010s, and said, "Screw this! I'm getting Charter Communication A now Spectrum, much faster and smoother." Yeah. It's and the less money I could give AT&T, the better. Yeah, one stipulation they have that sucks is that you can't upgrade your phone until the balance in your account is zero, even if the bill isn't due. That's on top of the tax. Yeah. That's another thing, and I needed to get an upgrade because my phone was just done. It was done. I couldn't. It just wouldn't do it. I got the most lights out of it, and I have a set payment. I'm like, okay, well, my bill. I'm not behind on my bill. Bill's gonna be 3 weeks. Oh, we got to wait till that. You have a bill in the queue. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's just like I just don't. I almost think that I'm on a skit. That somebody's going to show me some video and it's going to be me and it's going to be a comedian or somebody on the other line screwing with me and saying, "Oh, we got this guy. Hey, Mr. Powell, here's some parting gifts for you. Since we damn near killed you that day. Thanks for being a good sport." I almost think that it's going to be like that, and that I'm being spoofed, but it's real. It is real. You raise all kinds of hell just to get some of your money back. Yeah, and just to get treated like something that walks upright. I mean, AT&T literally treats you like cattle. And then you get that guy with the condescending tone, like, you know, I don't know what I can tell you, sir. I'm like, okay, well, that means we're done talking. Once you've run out of information and I still need info, guess what? You forward me to the next person. And the next person after that. What else? What have I got to lose? You've already stolen my cash. What I got all day. I have Comcast. I've been flying. Comcast is pretty decent. I have AT&T for phone services. Well, yeah, a lot of people do. And like I said, I think they've gotten so big they just don't care. I mean, that sucks because even Walmart. What I mean? I had some issues with Walmart. Every now and then, mainly they close at 11 o'clock, and I live in 24-hour city. But hey, sometimes I have problems with Walmart. Sometimes I have a problem with an order like that, and it gets taken care of. I've had a problem. With certain merchandise being out forever, and I email them the customer service, they email me back. I mean, Walmart's a huge, massive company, and they still do a lot better. And they're not great, but they're better than AT&T. AT&T could just open up the conversation by the way, sir, ma'am, before you even start talking, we do not give a fuck. Just needed to let you know that right off the bat. So go ahead and give us your grievances. We don't care. And now what do you need? That's what AT&T should just do. I would have more respect for AT&T if they just did that. William, we need story time for your adventure to being a manager at Walmart. No, we don't. I'm going to therapy to try to forget that I spent 4 years at Walmart. Oh, I can't believe just saying that. No offense to anybody that has worked at Walmart, but if you worked at Walmart, you understand. If you currently work at Walmart right now, you actually had a better deal than we did because your wages got increased because of Walmart supercenters and everything else. They didn't want anybody to be leaving and going union, so they gave you guys a lot more than I ever had. But Walmart is not something I wanted to. It was a job, and especially as a manager, you got worked to the bone for what ended up being proportionally very little money. And it was like you're a light bulb. As soon as we burn you out, we're gonna twist you out, toss you, and we got another light bulb. We're gonna put it in there. Yeah, we don't want to talk about those days. What is the best and worst Friday the 13th? The best one is Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. The worst one is Jason X. Okay, see now. Get some fresh blood on the panel. I mean, I opened it up. Last time we had a panel, I got everybody in there. Everybody who got in, I got in. We even had enough time to get people that were off the panel back on. But yeah, Ray, are you gonna be available, Ray? Come on, I want you on there. You and your cat ears. Oh, well, you're preaching to the choir. You got to steamroll through this to get through the discussion. Yeah. If I could switch over to T-Mobile tomorrow, I would. They'll take you too. It's just a lot of upheaval. Well, it seems like he was a manager that loved to deliver bad news to annoying customers. Or I was in receiving for the most part, so I didn't have to deal with a lot of customer services. But here's the thing: when I was there, and I gave you the news once, and if you couldn't comprehend it, I just walked away. As someone who's worked for multiple telecom companies, it starts with the policies, and the companies breathe down the herbs next. But always ask for retention. Yeah, retention is a key word. The loyalty department, or whatever they call it now. Those people can basically do anything they want to your account as far as giving good. Yeah, that's where I end up. The loyalty department, or yeah, that's where I end up. I need to watch the creator again. I was a little harsh on it at first. Okay. What were your issues with there? How you going, Larry? What is my favorite classic Universal movie? The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man. William Flipton got caught wearing on a wire. We haven't seen him since. Yeah. Yeah, lighting makes all the difference in the world. Like I said, yeah, that like I said, don't watch those earlier streams. I mean, get rid of those because those earlier streams look like they had those embedded correspondents. The war correspondents. That's what I look like. I'm all grainy and the camera's all shitty, and especially when I was using it on the laptop cam, which is basically a Gilligan's Island level camera. So yeah. You've been growing. Keep the old shoes and see how far you've come. Yeah, because those are some ugly shoes on that one. There you go. Yeah, there's my YouTube channel, and there it is right there as well. And plus, I may have put it in the. Did I put it in the chat? Hold on. Oops! I forgot to turn on Streamlabs. Damn, I'm going to be so happy. This is one of the shows that once I get Streamlabs where I want it to, that's where I'm going to have it up there because, like I said, there's a lot of cool. I was playing around with it this morning to see if I want to be able to award like I said, little badges to people whenever they say something like Rhea would, she would have her own little her own little thing when she pops up to say something. But then the little was too little William, then a little bit okay. We've been dancing with Mr. Brownstone. Shows you Guns N' Roses fans that don't know that reference. Don't Google what that song's about, by the way. Just say no. Five Nights at Freddy's is PG. Yeah, see, I don't understand why we're doing horror movies and slasher movies that are PG. Especially that premise sounds like you need shit. The cell phone racket is real. Only a matter of time before AT&T buys T-Mobile, who already owns Sprint. Oh, jeez, don't say that. I think the FCC would come in and say no, you can't do that. You guys can't corral all of your sucking into one office and have nowhere for me to go. I won't be able to say fuck you. I'm going to T-Mobile if they do that. So I think Napoleon looks great, dude. That trailer was awesome. Yeah, even with the strike, there's been a lot of good cinema this year. There's a lot coming out. Yeah, it's a top priority for me. Seeing I got to read the things because a lot of you are not watching, you're listening. Alaster 6531 asked me, got any interest in seeing Godzilla -1? Yeah. With any luck, I think we're going to be promoting it. And every time that we promoted a Godzilla movie for the company that we do it for, they hook us up in the best ways. We get posters. We give it. Go back and look March of 2021 when we promoted Godzilla versus Kong, and we did a drive-in double feature with Kong Skull Island and King of the Monsters, and then we gave away a crap ton of tickets for it and posters and T-shirts. So every time we get a Godzilla movie, they really go all out. So I'm not only can I wait to promote it if we do, but I can't wait to see it. That trailer was haunting. And then we got the Kurt Russell Godzilla show, Legacy of Monsters, coming out. I think next month. So, we're going to watch that, by the way. We're going to do watch-alongs with that. Kinky, Hans Zimmer didn't even win for Gladiator 2, right? Yeah. There was a whole Traffic, which is not a bad movie. And Javier Bardem is a great actor. Was it Javier? No, it was not Harry. He won for No Country for a Win. Who won for Traffic? It's the dude Benicio. Oh, I forgot his name. But yeah, it won. Steven Soderbergh won best director for that. And I'm sorry, that movie's really, really good. That movie's really, really good, but it wasn't. No. Yeah, here we go. You got no. All right, so let's see. And like I said, don't get me wrong, Traffic was a great movie, but I'm sorry, it won for Best Picture. Actually, no, it didn't win for Best Picture. Gladiator won for Best Picture that year. It won for Best Director, Steven Soderbergh. I'm sorry, Ridley Scott should have won it that year. It won for Best Supporting Actor, Benicio del Toro. He was really good in this movie, but Joaquin Phoenix was way better in that movie. He should have won. Best Supporting Actor, Best Screenplay. So yeah, I had a problem with that movie, and I think I'm kind of biased towards it because it stole one of Ridley's rewards. All right, my costume is a hooded skeleton. I got a skull mask with a movable mouse and a medieval monk hoodie. Cool, man. Be sure to smash the like button. Where are we at? I haven't even been paying attention to it. Let's see. AT&T's probably in the chat saying we're gonna shut this fool down. We're at 8. Come on, guys, get us up to at least 20. Yeah, man. Like I said, I whenever I hear somebody who's gone through what I've gone through, I know exactly what they've gone through. You know, they don't even have to tell me why your eyes bloodshot red and why your knuckles look like you punched a wall. All you got to do is tell me I've been on the phone with AT&T and I understand everything. I understand. I know more about you than I ever wanted to know, just knowing that you had to deal with the same hell that I did with those guys. I feel bad for those stores like Best Buy, Target, and Walmart who do in-store line transfers and upgrades. They got to call customer service too, so you may as well do it yourself at home. Yeah. If you're going to do that, if you're going to have a retail location, go ahead and cut the middleman out and just let them be able to do it at store level. I mean, they're in your store. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, whenever I get somebody in my store that has an issue that I can fix, I want to fix it there because they're in my store. So yeah, how you doing? Fun. Let's see. William's phone needed an upgrade due to the drop test he conducted on his own phone. Okay. Well, in the drop test, but I needed an upgrade. But yeah, but the insurance, the big deal about that was the insurance. The insurance was botched. They botched the insurance. So yeah, that's a whole nother movie right there. Have you guys seen Jeebus Ridley? I hope they're doing okay. I'm going through something similar with my bank, and I know how stressful. I think he was in the chat last week. Yeah, I think he got that fixed. I think he was in the chat last week. Larry, we saw them at least once recently. I think earlier this past week. Yeah, he was. They were in the Saturday stream thing. Jason X is an excellent comedy, but yeah, that's not what I want for Friday the 13th. I can't keep carrying the Sci-Fi Center. Oh, please. I'm gonna try to get to the show 2 p.m. Pacific time. Right? Yeah, that's the Patreon show. Ramo, I've been using Mint with my own crappy phone, but the service works with no issues. Good luck. Okay, a lot of people are going to Mint Mobile. Spectrum Mobile, absolutely no issues. Look up lighting tubes. Have fun. Why am I looking up lighting tubes? Why am I looking up anything that Forth tells me to look up? That's probably a better question. Oh, yeah, I got access to some of these. You can get these at Depot, but I don't know. I'd get one and try it out. I know where I could put it. I don't know how it'll work because where this light is, it's one single light and it kind of overwhelms the roof. But take a look at those. They're dirt cheap too. Yeah, but thanks, Forth. I'll look into that. William, for you, what is the best iteration for a Green Arrow for Solo Comics and Clint Barton for Solo Comics? I think the Mike Grell version of Green Lantern would be for me if I got a root because I didn't read a lot of Green Lantern. Clinton Barton was the Hawkeye miniseries is probably the height for me. I forgot who wrote that. That was way back in the 80s. So, to be fair, Snap was a game. I thought that was an S. Five Nights at Freddy was a game that a lot of people age 10 to 50 played. So I can see it being for all ages. But Hernandez, I do believe. Okay, do I believe that article recasting? Yeah, but I mean, we were going over it a couple nights ago. I mean, it wasn't new news. I mean, I believe that at some point in time he's going to recast them all. That's just I don't know if everybody knows where everybody's at right now as far as how this is all going to go because of the strike. But one of the major reasons I pretty much pulled out of a lot of DC stuff as far as I'm admiring it from a distance, and it'll be a few years, if not more, before I get back into it with the kind of excitement, is the fact that they are doing that. And like I said before, it's just like, it's not just being attached to those actors in those roles. It's never seeing them fulfill the promise of what they were supposed to be before you dump them. And now here we are again with some people that could very well get dumped in 3 years if this doesn't go well. So, yeah, we covered it, and I do believe it to some degree, but, it is what it is. Maybe the Five Nights at Freddy movie being PG would probably affect from the fact that there's a kid audience. But yeah, I understand. But look, to me, it looked like something that would have some pretty good kills in it. But I don't know the Five Nights at Freddy franchise like you guys do. So. Out of theory on how WWE is booking Brian Pillman based off the vignettes that they released in the past couple of weeks. He's a delusional second generation star. I could see it. That's what they do. I mean, that's generally how they handle. They have a lot of second and third generation. I mean, Randy Orton. There's a lot of guys in there that's like that. But I didn't really realize that. I know Brian Pillman signed with them, but he's just not the kind of name that was like, ooh, wow, they got him for me. Yep, Godzilla posters. Yeah, with the creator, I felt that they treaded into child courier tropes too much. I'd like to see John David's line delivery improve. Yeah, he is getting better though. It felt a little wooden. I like the concept of story 7. It's 7 out of 10. Still a very good. Still a good rating. William, what are your thoughts on Miramax getting the Halloween TV rights? Oh, jeez. Not good. I just want that franchise to go away for a while. Plushie, Five Nights at Freddy games are for children. Five Nights at Freddy fans. So you guys know a lot more about it than me. I mean, all the stuff that we got sent for it looks like a horror movie to me. But there you go. So that means it's pretty much going to be tame. So, I might skip it. I'm sending a bunch of people to see it, but like I said, if it doesn't have all 3Ds, I don't know if I'll be able to sit to that. 20 viewers, y'all just smash the like button. Yeah, hit like, subscribe, tip, do all that electronic stuff. Where are we at? Let me rewind here. Yeah, hit me up, guys. Oh man. Well, then I'm watching on 2 different networks, so you guys probably already hit the like and subscribe on one, and then not the other. But oh well. Yeah, Del Toro got him. That is fusing meant that he's a carbon copy of his father, Brian Pillman Sr. And down the road, they're going to have to slowly transition into Luskin and characters that played. Right, definitely. Oh, who's this? Somebody texting me while I'm on. Break the news. I always gotta pay attention to my phone because you never know what the hell's going on. Okay, there you go. Yep, there it is. That's hilarious. Do I recommend? Oh, hold on, I didn't read your thing. Definitely liked it, but I think they could have been better as a series for more than character development, expanding the story further. Do I recommend it? I do. I thought it was within the spirit of the original Exorcist and Exorcist 3. I have I would recommend Exorcist 3 too if you haven't seen that. But Exorcist 3 was fine. I mean, I'm not the biggest possession movie guy, but if you are into that type of movie, this movie does it just about as well as any of the modern ones. I thought it had some powerful performances. I thought it had a nice edge to it, that old Blumhouse edge to it. And there's more to it. So the fact that I know it's the first part of a trilogy. I don't feel as bad as being left hanging with certain things because there's another one coming out, I think, next year called Exorcist Deceivers, and then there's a third one that's unnamed. So, William Free, what is the most underrated hip hop album that nobody mentioned anymore? Rapper's Delight. Rapper's Delight is probably one of the most important hip hop albums ever made, to be honest with you. That ushered in that particular type of rap, and that set the stage for even all sorts of rap and hip hop that would follow. You know, Curtis Blow, all those guys that came in, Grandmaster Flash, all those guys. But for me, growing up, Rapper's Delight was, and people don't talk about it anymore. But if you go listen to Rapper's Delight, you will see a lot of lineage from. I mean, my dad had this album for the longest time. The Sugar Hill Gang is who put it out, and like I said, hold on. I remember the album cover for it. Let's see, released in September 1979, so I was 5. Yeah, that I would have to say Rapper's Delight. Google that. Yeah, Larry, there was a world building missing for sure. Yep, I agree there. If you don't hit like button, you're a James Gunn super fan. Oh wow, that's harsh. That was fourth. That was not me. Speaking of Best Buy, no more physical media in 2024. We'll definitely be visiting a lot less. Yeah, and like I said, when it comes to physical media, it's gonna die, and it's gonna stay dead for a little bit. But like I said, I think it's gonna be narrowed down. Like I said, like you'll see Knight Rider box set, and they'll have the little thing on there, like Kit's little red laser going back and forth, or like Battlestar Galactica where they have the Cylon head. You'll see stuff like that. If you can package it up and catch people's eye, that's what you're going to need to sell physical media. But just the average physical media sales right now, it's going to die. But with this strike happening and with the cost of these guys to keep some of these properties on their streaming services, some of the stuff might go away completely to where the only way you could see it is if you have physical media. So that's going to be an interesting situation to grab hold of. All right. Let's see. When you get an OtterBox and glass screen protector on your phone, but the screen still breaks when you drop it 2 feet, that sucks. That sucks because OtterBoxes, I have one of those. OtterBoxes are supposed to be one, but on any phone, the thing is if you drop it at the wrong angle, it doesn't matter how covered it is, it can still crack. I had that happen to me too. Yep, 2 p.m. this Saturday, we are doing a Patreon stream. And then on noon on Sunday, we're doing a Blue Beetle stream. William, do you think WWE might postpone, push back Crown Jewel because of the situation in Palestine and Israel? No. I don't think so. They have shown no indication that they will. And it's a pretty secure, heavy event. So, no, I don't see it happening. But if I woke up and they said for safety reasons, or if they get information that there's some issues, then maybe they could get that the day of. But it could happen. I don't think so. I think they're pretty confident about the security there. But then again, this situation could also escalate too. There's a situation that's going on tomorrow. We're in a high threat level, so you never know. I'm definitely going to see it again. Let's see. Variety, honestly, even with the recent announcement, I haven't really. Oh, you're talking events. I thought you were talking about the Variety article. Key lights are the way to go. What are key lights? You guys are speaking in terminologies I don't necessarily know. I know what this stuff is, but I know it under different. I know it under different. Oh yeah, these. I call these boom lights. I don't know why, but I call these boom lights. I don't have the space for those though. These are nice and they're dirt cheap, but I don't have this little space. I don't know, man. I have to give this. I'm gonna experiment with a lot of stuff. As you can see, I'm experimenting here, but kind of sights. And you got 3-packs, so too. So see, if I got these, I would have to move back. I would have because I would be bled out. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for the info, guys. I could take my device to another character and not now to pay it off. I'm just too lazy. Yeah. I love walking around Best Buy to kill time. The physical media was the only thing I look at. Yeah, and then you'd have the little musical thing. Like we had a store here called Virgin Mega Store that was inside of Caesar's Palace. Oh, I love going there. I loved going there. The warehouse when it was open. Best Buy should add Peach Coffee to their physical media sections to keep traffic in the store. That's what Barnes and Noble did. I think the Best Buy here, and one of the Best Buys here in Vegas has a coffee bean or something in there. Yeah, and I think every retailer, if I could afford to have one at the Sci-Fi Center, I would have a coffee joint in there. And when we had our coffee store downstairs before it closed up, man, I loved coming into work that day. But I love that whole Seattle feel that they had because they were from Seattle. But yeah, I would have. I really, really would. If I could put a coffee store in every retail store, then it would be better. Randy Orton lives pretty close to me and shops at the Walmart. Why he shopped at Walmart? Man, got the millionaire. What's he shopping at Walmart for? I went to the mall next to AMC after my movie just to use my gift cards I got from Christmas, and it's just not the same anymore. Stores are getting smaller. Variety is not the same anymore. Yeah, and I hope that bounces back. I just hope that the younger generations get a feel for what they're missing out by listening to us. Because, like I said, there's just nothing like growing up when we grew up. I feel for this generation. I feel for Generation Y. I feel for the millennials because the majority of your life, if not all of your life, you've been robbed of the quality and the experience that were the things that we had. And that's not just me saying get off my lawn type of shit. It's I really see the contrast now because we have the advantage of having grown up with all of it. I have all the technology and all the streaming now, but I didn't have it, and I know the difference between the two. It's different when a lot of these guys are born into it. They won't, and I feel for them because I'm like, wow, it's just a different world, and I think that their world will be better for it. But that's just me. All right, let's see. I see. Fourth did not like Exodus Believer. A lot of people say that this guy is underrated because he didn't really go mainstream during his career. KRS-One, yeah, there's a lot of guys that fit that category too, but he'd be one of them. I have desktop key light. It was $150. It clamps onto the desk. Yeah, and another thing too is as I do add lighting, I want to make sure that I have the right balance as well too. Let's see. All right, we're at the hour point. We had one, but they had to go through so much stuff just to get open. They ended up closing up 9 months later. You would have loved them too. I visited them as much as I visited Sister Kim. They were called Fort Bedlam Coffee. We actually did performances and we hosted events there all the time. So, yeah. All right, guys, that has been the Midnight Express for tonight. I wanted to keep it right at an hour, and I have. I've been successful because I can go off the rails. Please like and subscribe both the channels you're watching me on, whether it be Shazam, Point Echelon, or whether it be YouTube.com. Stay tuned because we will be having a Patreon stream. We'll probably have a stream tomorrow night. Not real sure, but most likely later on in the evening. But we will definitely be on the air Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. for the Patreon stream. So you guys that are patrons will get a link to that show, and then I'll put a link into the standard link up on our sites. And then obviously we have our Saturday Overnight Live yet. I have not decided what time that will be. Most likely it'll be 9:00, just to get back to some normalcy. But we'll have a lot to talk about then. And then Sunday we're going to have our Blue Beetle Patreon watch along. So we'll have 2 Patreon streams this weekend. One of them is just a general conversation just between you guys and me, and you guys will run that. And then we will watch Blue Beetle. My first time seeing it. We'll be seeing it this Sunday with you guys. Until then, just enjoy the beginning of your weekend. Try not to get into any trouble. Try not to get arrested. That's all the advice I can give you. Let's say, and have a happy, lucky Friday the 13th. If you're gonna watch Friday the 13th, make sure you watch. You just stop at 6. Stop at 6. It's really the only advice I can give you because it gets dumber from there. And stay away from the remakes. All right. As usual, we're headed into the weekend, and for most of us, it's time to reflect on the really shitty week we might have had. But for some of you, it may go even deeper than that. You may be reflecting too much, and you may be thinking about putting yourself in a bad position and doing harm to yourself. In that case, don't call AT&T. Call 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. They actually respond to you. They actually care, and they'll actually help you with your situation. So I know we joke around about customer service and things like that. Trust me when I tell you, I've heard people who've used this. This is the one service line that works. And when the service is life or death, you need it to work. So 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, 24/7, call, text, chat. Spread these 3 numbers like the plague. Because like I always say, you may be doing okay, but your buddy may not be. And you've just inadvertently given them a tool that may keep him or her around for at least another day, and we'll take it from there. All right, guys, thank you guys for being the best part of this geek YouTube experience, and I will see you when I see you.